Welcome back. My name is Jarvis, and today I'm making my ears happy. At least I think. Today's the day. My pandas have finally arrived. This is going to be the final production model. All of the videos that you currently see are about 5 months old. They are reviewing pre-production versions. My version is going to have all of the improvements that Drop has made, listening to the community. So that's going to be increased padding on the headphone itself, an extra click to be able to wear it with a hat, and some dampening within the ear cup to minimize reflections. If you're not familiar with Dropper's been around for a long time, previously Mass Drop. They do collabs with all kinds of awesome high-end stuff, a lot of that being high-end audio equipment. The Drop Pandas, the THX, are their first full-blown product, which are very similar to my OPPO PM3s. My PM3s, they stopped production. OPPO stopped production of the PM3s, and when they did that, Drop picked up the driver and put them in this new headphone, and they paired it with an awesome DAC and amp by THX and some Bluetooth technology. So I'm excited to see what those do. I love the sound and performance of my PM3s. If I can cut the cable and get this to just over ear, that will be amazing. So let's break into the box. Looks like we've got a little pull tab. Okay, so this is actually pretty similar to my OPPO case, it looks like. Let's dig a little further into this box and see if there's any other similarities. Other than that, looks like we've got paperwork down here. Looks like it was kind of just stuck down there. Nothing else around the perimeter of this interior box. We'll go paperwork first. Ooh, that's in there. It's tight. Alright, so nothing left in there. Quick start guide. And it looks like legalese. Yep, regulatory and compliance statement. And a full-blown user manual. Looks like we've got a little pouch with a USB-C cable. And an audio cable. That's it in that interior box. Magnetic enclosure. That's kind of nice. And then the headphones themselves. I really like the look of these. Very clean, no branding. They do rotate to lay flat around your neck, around the perimeter of the ear cup. We have audio in, a joystick to be able to power on the device, skip songs, turn the volume up and down, some microphones, Bluetooth indicator light, and USB-C. I really like the look. It's really clearly labeled on the interior left and right. So when you're looking at them to put them on, you get it right without having to go, okay, where's my left and right symbol? They do go fairly large. Lots of extension. Unlike my PM3s, they don't rotate both directions, so I can't lay them flat in this direction. And the cord isn't exposed. Slightly different extension mechanism there as well. Look at the PM3s. We've got exposed wires here. I've never had any issue with it, but it was always something that kind of I questioned. Thought maybe I would damage them. I think these maybe go a little longer, get a little wider. Let's give them a fit test. So that feels pretty good. It's not pushing down on the top of my hat. Fully over ear. It's very comfy. Very similar to the cups on my PM3s. Similar material, similar cushion. These aren't fatiguing in any way, so I expect that the Pandas won't be either. Got to get it off that button on the top of my hat. So putting it behind that button still feels pretty good. Putting it on in front of that button doesn't work. It's torsioning things too much. But behind that button feels just fine. Controls right behind, so your thumb kind of hits that joystick right in the back there. Seemingly easy to navigate. Very tactile. Yeah, so far, pretty awesome. Let's get these connected up to my phone. I'm excited. Let's give them a first listen. I expect them to perform similar to my PM3s. The driver is the same. Drop has tuned the driver a little differently, so I'm interested to see or hear what that's going to sound like. So let's give it a listen. I'm going to pop into my speaker evaluation playlist. I'll publish a link in the description. If you have songs that you use to evaluate headphones, drop them my way. I'd love to give them a listen. Let's pop in there and just hit random and see what we get. IGY, Donald Fagen. I'm going to set my volume to just over half, maybe three quarters. phone up a little bit more. Okay, so really good separation, very, very similar to my PM3s. Very clear separation of instruments. Soundstage, it's maybe a little tighter. I can't quite tell yet. I'll have to evaluate them, give them a week of a listen through and compare the two. Bass is maybe a little more pronounced as well. I expect that's maybe the tuning that Drop has done. Let's hit shuffle one more time and see what else comes up. Okay, so this is a torture song. It's moldy vinyl. Lots of static record scratch sounds. It's one of those songs that for me is really indicative of my hearing profile and how some songs can be really harsh. So I'm interested to see how this sounds. Yeah, does great. Not harsh at all. One of the reasons why I love my PM3s is they are an enjoyable to listen to headphone for me. Overall, really, really impressed. Love the build quality. Found this feels really, really solid. The look of them, I love the look, the feel, very comfortable. A lot of what I loved about my PM3s, but in a totally wireless form factor. They sound great. I'm going to give them a week and do some comparisons and see how they stand up to my PM3s. But I expect that the performance is going to be similar. Let's do a quick little recap. So this is Drop, formerly Mass Drop's first full-blown product. They have taken the driver from the PM3s and done their typical magic and tuned it, listened to the community, made improvements, and put out an amazing headphone. These are for anyone that is using their iPhone to listen to music. This will give you the best quality that you can get from an iPhone using their codecs. I expect wired will give you amazing performance with higher end audio and lossless. Pretty amazing. So this is exactly what I've been looking for as a daily driver. I wanted an easy, convenient way to listen to my music during commutes, during my lunch, without having to tag along all kinds of wires and external amps. And so far, this has delivered. So this is going to be my daily driver for the foreseeable future. I will live with these every day and give you a review, but I expect these to fit the bill pretty well. We're going to be switching up content. I do a lot of maker stuff. We'll be using the laser in future videos. The next video I plan to make is I'm going to take this bootleg jacket and punk it out a little bit. I've got some safety pins and we're going to cover this thing in safety pins. So if you want to join me for that, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you in future videos. Thanks for hanging out with me today.